Welcome to Tallahassee, Florida, and Doak Campbell Stadium, home to some great Heisman Trophy winners, legendary coaches, and today the Seminole War Chant will be rocking this place. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Seminoles will kick it away first. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Hurricane offense makes its way onto the field to start this game. The flash, the style, the swagger, these two really define an era of great college football, and it's always fun to see them square off.
So well put, Reese. I mean, two flashy programs, and when they're rocking, they're rocking. The state of Florida's rocking. Everybody's wanting to go to Miami and Florida State. This is a big one, Palmer.
Yeah, and David, you and I can appreciate this because we were playing back in the day when these two programs really had it rolling, when they had so much NFL talent and speed on the field, it seemed like each and every year. And this was a game that always seemed to determine the national championship picture at the end of the year.
And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. And the Hurricanes in the hurry-up. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Offensive line has got to do a better job communicating. They got to do a better job pre-snap seeing where this pressure is coming from. That DB was essentially telegraphing his blitz, and nobody picked him up.
One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. And the Canes line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. So Florida State's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. One matchup to watch in this one is how well do the backers tackle in space, David.
Yeah, and you've got to have great linebackers to get this guy on the ground, and they've got it. So it's going to be an interesting matchup, a lot of head-to-head battles, linebacker versus running back.
Yeah, tackling him in space, but also covering him out of the backfield. These two dudes are going to be shadowing each other all game long.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Right back to it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. And the Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run it to the right side. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. We're accustomed to seeing close, hard-fought games in this series, but last time they met, it was only the Seminoles doing the punching as they knocked out Miami.
Man, and they were throwing haymakers, they were throwing combinations, and Miami had no answer for it. Right from the opening bell, David, Florida State jumped all over.
And you got to brag about it for a year. And it is so sweet. In-state, the state of Florida, both so talented, 5 stars everywhere in that state. All of them looking at this game. Can they do it again?
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes his connection. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. The Noles are flying down the field. To the air on 1st down. quickly to the tight end. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Now they've moved it just inside the 40, 1st and 10 from the 39. Looking to move it through the air. A little screen to the running back. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. When you think of the significance of these two programs in the history of college football, remarkable that they've only been playing since 1951.
It's crazy because there's so many games you can pull out of your brain, Reese, and I'm sure because you were born then when this rivalry started, that so many games that were so important that had such big implications, Jesse.
Yeah, it seems like over the course of 3 decades, right? The 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, every time these two teams played, Miami and Florida State, we were talking about how it would impact the national championship picture. This really has been one of the better rivalries in the sport, even though it's really not that old.
They're getting this guy lathered up. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. On a little time, lets it go. Touchdown, no! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You can get worried about that. And the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? The first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Right back to him on the ground. Great to have perfect blocking, but you can also make your own, and that's exactly what he does, getting it up to the 36. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. The Canes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault. He's going to let it go. Makes the grab on the right. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
Well, nice job hauling that pass in. I'll tell you, he keeps defenses on their heels. He really does. His speed is so scary. And I think back to my days in college. We used to play against the Seminoles when they had Peter Warrick and Lavernius Pools. And because of their game-breaking ability, it put so much pressure on our defense. I'll tell you, this guy's good enough to, I think, have played on that Seminole offense, and he would have gotten some looks. This guy can make some plays.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the returner is stopped. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
On the ground, it's Yates. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Hurricanes moving quickly to the line. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Now the play fake. Throws for the tight end. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. And the Canes have their offense in high gear.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
They'll run the option. And he never had a chance to get the pitch off on the option as he's tackled in the backfield. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets away from 1. He'll pull it down and run. And he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down. He tried to get it on his own. And the Hurricanes decide to punt it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He'll try to do it himself. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback strolling away from heat. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. He's going to fire deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Trying play action. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Getting late here in the 1st half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down.
Oh, look out. There he goes. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. This 1st half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving. And the pass hits, picked off. Taking it the other way. The 40. Inside the 30. The 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown Seminole. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
And stop it. How about back-to-back weeks with pick sixes? This guy is now making plays, not just for his defense. He's scoring points, and I promise you the locker room is a lot of fun. Mr. Pick Six, he's going to get a lot of congratulations and a lot of accolades this week.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. He's going to pass. He'll take the deep shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. After the incompletion, here comes 2nd and 10 from the 32. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
He's looking to throw it. Gonna take a shot. And it's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, no! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. It's 1st down when the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, between the coaches who have matched wits in this game and the players and the unforgettable moments, Miami, Florida State is must-see TV, and today is no different.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Buys a little extra time. At the 35, he's loose. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
This guy just gives it. He's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. They'll try the run. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
He'll pull it on the read. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Big play to start the drive. A little tougher sense. Now a crucial 3rd down on this drive. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. Good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down, and now they have to make a call.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there, but we're not giving up the 1st down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
On 4th down, flexing that muscle in the run game. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Line gets set, 1st down. They'll give it to the back.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to try to get it himself. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. It'll be a draw. He's like a loose boulder, just caroms his way to the 32.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you want to fly upfield every single play, we'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And very important not only to generate power, but to find his mark, a 49-yard try from the left. Never a doubt. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they'd get him on the ground at the 20. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a 1st down, and much more. Really good execution by this offense. Handoff from the shotgun. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the back. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. 3rd and long coming up. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On 3rd down, going up top. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. The Seminoles will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. And the Noles will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looking for a block. It's Austin. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and
this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competitions.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Bringing it back. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Florida State. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
You didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He'll start this drive firing. Pulls it in. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st down. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the 1st down. He wants to throw. They're trying to get to him. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's Keith. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
It's caught. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Canes will have it 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Looking to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the grab outside. It's Foster. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. They've moved him forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll try to power it in. And this defense is defending its goal line. Back-to-back stops right in the shadow of their own goalpost. They'll run it on 3rd and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And he's made one already, and this one ought to be cake from 21 yards out. And the field goal unit is on the field. And he's made one already, and this one ought to be cake from 21 yards out. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Texas has just had no answers today. They are getting barbecued right now. This team simply does not look prepared, and at this level, you can't have that. They're trailing by 14 to Oklahoma State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Using his feet. He has the first and still on his feet. And he'll be ridden out of bounds, but not before a good pickup on that one. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today. And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like, they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
They'll go to the ground. And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here. The Seminoles will punt this one away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that,